Hi, welcome to Create Pretty Things. I'm Debbie. Welcome today to our journey lesson. Today we're going to be using this transfer. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Isn't that a wonderful saying? I think often we need to slow down a little bit. We're so focused on getting to where we're going or achieving what we need to do that we really don't enjoy the journey. So it's kind of the stop and smell the roses along the way type of philosophy. So enjoy every minute of every day if you can. All right, so this is one of our reusable silkscreen transfers. First thing I'm going to do is get some type of marker to mark the back of this so that I know when I put it back away which side is the right side and the wrong side. So I just put an X on it. So since both sides of this backer are shiny, it's hard to determine which one is the right side and which one's the wrong side. So that's why I do that. Today I'm very excited. I just received this today. It's the brand new London frame. It looks like it's about a 9.5 by 12. Let me measure. Well, maybe all my measuring tools are gone. But it looks like it's about a 9 by 12 inch frame. And it does come with the white frame and the black reusable porcelain blackboard. It's not magnetic, but it is one of our reusable surfaces, so you can purchase it once, chalk it many, many times. So if you do put one transfer on here and create a beautiful design, you can remove that when you're ready just by simply wetting it down with some water, letting it sit for a couple minutes, and then scraping it off and wiping it, and it'll be back to brand new again. So you can reuse many times. So let's get started with my fuzzing towel. Here is my fuzz cloth. If you don't have one of these, you can use a towel, your shirt, anything that might have a little bit of lint. And the purpose of this is to get our transfer ready to put onto our surface. We're going to try and protect the surface and the transfer by reducing that stickiness just a little bit. By the way, guys, if you see the red live up in the corner, that means you're watching me live. Thank you very much for being here. If not, you're watching the replay. Please type #replay to get in to show me that you watched. And also I'm going to have a drawing today. So if you like and follow the page, you share it with someone and comment journey, you will be entered in the drawing, but you must be on at the end of the live to win. So when you type in the word journey in the comments, you'll receive a link back to your messenger. It'll give you the shopping link for the product that I'm using today. And as always, you can change that list up, change out the paste colors, change up the surfaces, remove things. You can make it into whatever you want it to be. It's just a starting point. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to go ahead and peel this transfer from its backer. Notice how sticky it is. Also notice that you can see through certain parts of this. That is a silk screen, and the silk screen is where the paste is going to go through, and it's going to stick on your surface down below. So since it is sticky, I'm going to lay it down on my fuzzing cloth, rub it down, lift it up, and I'm going to do this 5 or 6 times. This feels pretty sticky today. As they're older, you may need to do it 2 or 3 times, but this is a brand new transfer. I have a brand new frame that I want to protect, and this is how we're going to do it. These transfers are reusable, as is our frame. You can reuse this transfer over and over again between 8 and 12 times, as long as you clean it properly and you do your best not to stretch it out. So I think this will be my last time applying the fuzz to it. It is still pretty sticky. I'm just going to get my London frame here, and this is going to be a quick and easy project tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and center it on my brand new London board. This just came out. Brand new board with a autumn launch, which was last week. Now see how I have this pressed down on the surface. I'm going to make sure that there's not any air bubbles around any of the silk screen. If there's air bubbles, the paste can slip underneath and it won't give you those crisp, clear lines. Now I've got 3 colors I'm going to use tonight. I'm going to use this color, which is Ocean Mist. It's a light blue. And I think the majority of my words are going to be this. I have white. I believe I'm going to do the airplane and the clouds in white. And the sun. Clouds, yep. And then I've got this color, which is called Dream Car. Now this color you're not going to be able to purchase. It was one of our color of the month colors, the very first one we had, and it's gorgeous. But I'm going to put this on the word journey because I want that to stand out and pop. So although you can't buy this particular color, you can, and I do believe I put in there a color called Shimmer. Oh, I thought I had it out. Shimmer Rose or Shimmer Gold. It's a pink, but it's a shimmery color. So that's what I put in the cart, but feel free to change that up if you want. Make it yours. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the word journey because I know I'll mess up if I don't do it first off. You can't really see this very easily in this light. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one first because I know that if I don't, I will chalk it in the wrong color. And I'm going to do that first. So I'm just dipping my squeegee, getting a little bit of paste on there, and that's way too much, but I'll put it back in the jar, what I don't use. And I'm just smoothing it over the words, the journey, the journey. This is such a beautiful color. So I'm also going to go over it and remove any excess paste from my words. And I'm going to return that to my jar. I'm just going to scrape it off. Now I'm going to try and use one squeegee today because I usually use one for every color, but I'm just going to go ahead and use a paper towel and some water and wipe this off. So I'm trying to show you that you can get away with one squeegee. You do want it to be clean because you don't want to mix up your colors. Next, I'm going to do my blue, my Ocean Mist, and I'm going to do everything except for the sun, the cloud, the airplane, and the other cloud. Oh, and you know what? I think I should have, the journey has a long tail at the end that I didn't see. Part of the swirly tail, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that while I'm here. And actually, I'm also going to lift up what I just pasted there. You want to lift your transfer while the paste is still wet. That will allow it to release from the transfer and stay on the surface down below. And this really did not come out as bright as I'd like it to do. Maybe I will do it in white. So we may have to forget that dream card. Let's move that aside. I'm going to do the rest of this, I'm going to do it white. So I put it back down and I'm just going to go over it with the white. And we'll see how that works. We'll see if, I didn't clean it, but I probably should have cleaned it. Let's just go ahead and see how it looks. And we'll see. Okay, I'm going to lift it up, release that paste. Oh, it looks pretty cool. It did skip at the top though. So let me get the top a little better. Much better. Okay, so here it is right now. It does have a little extra dot here and here. I'm going to clean that up when we're done. It's got a little tinge of pink to it. I kind of like it. Okay, I'm going to lay this down. No, I'm not pressing down where I just chalked. I am just pressing down what I'm about to chalk. I don't want to disturb that at all. So I'm going to get my white paste, and I'm going to do my sun, and I'm going to do this airplane. I'm going to do this cloud, And this cloud down here, all in white. And I do have a little bit of white where it shouldn't be up here, but I think it'll be okay when we chalk over it in the blue. So I'm releasing the paste again. Came out cute. I'll lay it back down. And actually this plane had a little bit of a dotted line that should have been white. Okay. Now our final step is going to be the Ocean Mist. It's like a light blue. We'll see how that shows up. I really like the white on the black. So we'll see. Once again, I'm making sure that all the silk screen that I'm going to chalk is it has contact with the surface below, and this one's a little dry. If your paste is a little bit dry, which is Ocean Mist is, you can add a little bit of distilled water into it and get some kind of a stir stick and mix it around. Yeah, this is too dry. If it's too dry, it's going to dry really quickly and it won't stay on the surface down below. So I want to mix this up really good. I don't want any thick spots and then wet spots. I want it to be one consistency. And that may mean mixing it up for a little bit. Do another squirt of water. So with time, these do tend to dry up a little bit. They should be the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I am just going to go ahead and paste on this Ocean Mist. We'll see what it looks like. Just going to smooth it out. And I'm not sure whether I chalked this cloud up here or not. It doesn't look like I did. Let me chalk it again with the white. Okay, now we're ready to peel off this transfer and see what we have. I'm going to peel it off slowly because I can always lay it back down again. And I'm assessing that if I missed any spots, like I didn't like how that one spot right there looked, I can re-chalk it. Okay. And it looks like maybe that white dried a little bit, so I'm going to wet my finger a little bit and just kind of rub that down, hoping that that'll release a little more of that paste and it's not laying on top of the board. Well, I have a little bit of a thing. My white cloud, my little airplane, and my cloud down here did not show up very well. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you how to fix that. I'm going to go ahead and wet down my transfer. I'm going to clean it up. And this is best if you do it, the sooner you do it, the better. I just got some on my computer. A mess I'm making. So I'm just going to wipe that paste off with a paper towel. Wet it down pretty good. Clean it up. You want to get all that paste out of the silk screen. And then what I'm going to do is get my board eraser, which is usually wet, but I don't, yeah, I do. I didn't have any water, but I'm going to use this. And I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze out the water. And I'm gonna rub across the surface of my transfer, and this really cleans up the transfer very, very well. So that's pretty much the front side. Clean up my surface, flip it over, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the back side. What are you guys up to today? It's a Tuesday. It's kind of a middle of the week day. Lots of possibilities for Tuesdays. Are you busy with the kids, running them to activities? Are you cooking a great dinner? Are you sitting at home relaxing? I hope you're finding something that you enjoy, like chalking and crafting. So make sure you clean both sides. I'm going to dry this off with a paper towel. And dry the top of it with a paper towel as much as I can. And I am going to get my design and I'm going to dry it. I'm going to use my heat tool. I'm going to dry it as much as I can. I'm also going to wipe some of these mistakes off, like right there and right there. Okay, now it's pretty easy to relay this on top. All you have to do is look for the silk screen and place it down right over the top. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's not. You're just trying to match up what you've already done. I'm trying to match up this airplane because it's got a pretty solid line to it. And I can tell if I'm off or not. My words are a little bit off here. So just take your time if you're doing this. Okay, this looks really good. So what I wanted to rechalk was the Journey in white. A lot of the white I'm going to rechalk. So I'm going to go ahead and do the sun. Get all the rays. I'll redo the cloud just for fun. Do the airplane and the cloud. And I'm going to do the word the journey. Remember we did that pink initially? And then we decided it would be better in white. So you can change your mind on this stuff when you're going through it. And this is a reusable surface. So if I really don't like it, I can wash it off and redo it. Okay, I'm going to peel it off. Let's see if it's better. Okay, I would say yes, it's better, except for this whole, the journey is very blotchy. Okay, let's try it again. So I don't like my sun up here. Don't like the plane. I don't like the journey. So the board eraser did a great job of cleaning most of that off. I'm just going to clean up some of the smudges. So you guys, even though it may take a little practice to do some of this, they're not always going to be perfect, but you can do repairs to them. And like I said, this is a reusable surface, and it can be completely wiped off, the whole design, and redone. Just trying to get this off without adding more dirty water to it. Okay, clean my transfer. Both sides again. Okay, we're gonna flip over and do the back side. Make sure it's clean. All the silk screen is clean. Okay, let's dry it up. You don't want to lay down a wet transfer on top of something that's already been chalked, because it will just cause you problems. probably should just do this whole thing. Let me go ahead and wipe this whole thing off. Let me go ahead and just wet it all down. We'll start over. So I've got it wet, and then there's something called a paste scraper. So this is a paste scraper, and this is what I'm going to use to scrape that paste off. So I wet it a little bit, and you could let it sit a little longer than what I did. And the paste just scrapes right off. And that's because this is one of our Chalk Couture boutique boards that it's reusable. So it's a black board, but it is reusable. What I'm going to do now is just go ahead and use a paper towel, get all that dirty water off, dirty chalk water off. And then I'm going to use my board eraser to make anything that's left over clean up. So this is what it looks like at this point. I'm going to get my board eraser, which is kind of dirty in itself. I'm going to rub this board. And this will get rid of any ghosting that you may have on your board. Okay, so here's our board, like a brand new surface. And this is what you would do every time you wanted to change it up for the seasons. Just clean it up just like that. Okay, let's lay down our transfer again. Let's get started again. Okay, now at least we know what colors we're gonna want. So I'm gonna line it up, smooth it down, do our words in the ocean mist, except for the words, the journey. And see how you can see there's some bubbles right here? I'm gonna fix those. I'm gonna just lift this up and make sure that they're down and they have a good connection to the board. So that way we have less bleeding. Okay, let's get our squeegee. Let's do our ocean mist first. Let's make sure it's stirred around. And actually, our ocean mist actually did well last time. It's just that pink didn't show. Okay, here we go. So maybe I should do the white first. Let's do the white first. So we're gonna do our cloud down here. We're going to do the word, the journey, and get all the trailing flowy stuff, or they become flourishes. Get that done. Get this cloud, get this airplane, and its little dotted line, contrail or whatever it is. We're going to get our cloud up here, and we're going to get our sun right here. Okay, let's pull that up and we'll dry it. So much better, guys. Very nice. So I'm not pulling it up all the way because I don't want to lose my placement. so I'm gonna lay it back down, get my ocean mist, and this is sort of hard to see, guys, so I'm just kind of holding it at an angle to make sure I get everything. Okay, this should do it, guys. Let's just take a peek. Oh, so much better, guys. Here it is. Here it is. You guys see it? It's so stinking cute. So I did have to work at this one a little bit. It was more of a color choice and redoing things that caused the problem. But look at it when it's finished. Look at the detail on that. Those dotted lines, the travel, the colors. It looks gorgeous. It really does. It looks very nice. So there's a couple lessons here. If you need to start over again, these are the best things to practice on, these boutique boards, because you can reuse them. You can wipe them clean. You can practice with your colors, your placement, your techniques even. So here's our finished. Life is not about the destination, it's about the journey. And I hope that you guys love this one, even though it was a little bit of a long one and we had to start over again. Hey, we learn through doing it, don't we? So I hope you guys, if you want this, go ahead and check out the cart link by typing in the word journey. And I hope that you will heart this and share it out to your friends and family. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.